Hello and welcome to this week's ARCA Menard Series Rewind Show. I'm Garth Allen, this is Racing News Now, and today we're talking about race number 3 of the ARCA Menard Series West calendar for 2021, the NAPA Auto Parts 150 from the Irwindale Speedway, 150 laps, 75 miles around the half-mile oval in Irwindale, California. Also, if you're new here, we're still in our hashtag Race to 1K. We're inching closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark each week. If you haven't done it already, consider going down below to hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. The quicker we get to 1,000 subscribers, the quicker YouTube will let us do mobile live streaming, which will greatly improve both the quality and quantity of coverage we're able to give you from the track for the rest of this season and beyond. We'll be back at the track at Elko this week for the main ARCA Menard Series race, and unless something unforeseen happens, we should be at every main ARCA race for the rest of the season, besides maybe Watkins Glen. That one is still up in the air, but otherwise we should be at every main ARCA race for the rest of the year. So the quicker we get to 1,000 subscribers, the quicker you get more and better coverage from these ARCA races. So click that subscribe button if that is something that interests you. And this, I'm just going to be straight up, this was a great race. This was a fantastic product to show off the ARCA Menard Series West. And we were talking about this on the watch party about, it seems like the ARCA West is the best product ARCA has right now. Yes, main ARCA Series has good races here and there. ARCA East has good races here and there, but it's almost every single race ARCA West is a fantastic race. Now, it has some misses here and there where it's just a really boring race, but more often than not, you get fantastic racing like we got today at Irwindale. It's unfortunate that really the only way to see these races live is to have Track Pass, since a lot of people don't have Track Pass, because this would be a great product to show off to people on a more accessible platform that more people have. This is quintessential short track racing. We had a dual watch party tonight, actually. We watched SRX at IRP, and then we went to this. And I think we saw two of the best races I've seen in a long time to showcase short track racing. The SRX race at IRP was fantastic. This race was phenomenal as well. We had great racing all throughout the pack. We had one driver that kind of ran away with it, and then we had other drivers that really gave him a challenge late in this race. It wasn't just running away with it. We had action, we had bumping, we had banging, we had passing for the lead. It was action all throughout the pack. So let's just get right into it. Let's talk about your caution report for the day. 5 caution flags, total of 31 laps in this race. Most of these actually were accidents, not just debris cautions, not just brakes. Of course, we had the one break at lap 76. 4 pit stops in this race, 5-minute break. Nothing unusual seemed to come from that. First incident of the night came at lap 20 as the 17 of Amber Slagle spun in turn 4 and backed it into the wall. Very unfortunate to see that, as she did start 4th on the night, and I was very intrigued to see what she was able to do in her first career ARCA West start. She did show a lot of speed in that combined practice qualifying session earlier in the evening. Unfortunately, not really given a chance to show what she could do. Hopefully she gets some more starts, because I saw some potential there that I would like to see go further and see what she's able to do going forward. Of course, she was in the 17 tonight for MMI Racing, that Steve McGowan owned car that Zane Smith has been in for the first couple races of the season. Lap 56, the 33 of PJ Pedroncelli spun in turn 2. That was very unfortunate, as he came into the night second in points, and he would definitely take a hit in the points from that. Definitely somebody we were looking at after those first couple races, he and Todd Souza being the top 2, to see if they could hold on to those top 2 and really be championship contenders. He's not out of it at this point, but this definitely is a hindrance in the points. Multi-car crash, lap 119 between Amber Balkan, Takuma Koga, and Bridget Burgess coming off of turn 4. Balkan got up into the wall. Not sure if she had some sort of mechanical issue or what exactly happened there, but she got into the wall in 3 and 4, spun it down the track off the wall, hit the right rear of Takuma Koga, which sent him hard into the outside wall, and then Bridget Burgess, hard on the brakes to avoid the wreck, spins to the inside and backs into the inside wall. Never actually hit either Balkan or Koga, but was nonetheless involved in the wreck. Final wreck came at lap 146 as Hiroyuki Ueno spun in turn 3. And that was it for cautions on the night. The Ueno spin did set up an exciting race to the finish of this race. As we'll see here on the lap leaders, 6 laps tonight led by Jesse Love, your defending ARCA West champion. 144 laps, though, led by Dean Thompson. Very impressive showing from Dean Thompson, the 2020 track champion at Irwindale. Someone that knows Irwindale Speedway very well. He and I think Trevor Huddleston probably are the two that maybe know Irwindale the best in this field. Of course, Trevor Huddleston's dad owns Irwindale, and then Dean Thompson, of course, being track champion. Dean Thompson ran away with this race. Now, the question is, with Jesse Love leading 6 of those laps, did Jesse Love take the lead late in this race and steal the victory from Dean Thompson, or did Dean Thompson run away with this race and eventually retake the lead from Jesse Love? The question here is, were Jesse Love's 6 laps that he led the final 6 laps, or were part of them the final laps, or was Dean Thompson able to retake the lead and lead to the end of the race? Unfortunately for Dean Thompson, Jesse Love was able to take the lead on the final restart, and he drove on to win the race. He was very good tonight at making that bottom lane work to his advantage on the short run, and that is what gave Jesse Love the victory. The short run is what we had at the end of the race. We had a 4-lap shootout after the Ueno spin in turn 3, and that's all Jesse Love needed. The bottom worked for him on short runs. He was able to take the lead. It didn't give Dean Thompson enough time to get the momentum rolling on the top side to get back to him, and Jesse Love takes his first victory of the 2021 season in the ARCA Menard Series. Dean Thompson comes home a disappointing 2nd. You could tell on the Track Pass interview after the race that he was really trying to hold back how disappointed he was after this, but you could tell this one stung definitely for him. I know this was one that definitely got away from him. Hopefully gives him motivation to go forward through this season, and eventually, I think he showed tonight he's got the potential to not only win races this season, but to compete for the championship. Hopefully we see that potential realized. Joey East, fast car all night as well. He came home in 3rd. Good rebound after his blown engine at Sonoma. Jake Drew came home in 4th, and Cole Moore rounded out the top 5 to put 2 BMR cars in the top 5. Rest of your top 10, Trevor Huddleston, Todd Souza, Johnny Borneman, Nick Joannidis, and Bobby Hillis with a great top 10 run. Final page, 11th through 18th. Got a lot of cars that were involved in accidents on this page, some of them finishing the race, some of them not. Amber Slagle, the final car running at the end of the race, she was able to get back out there after her accident early in the race, but was 30 laps down, so unfortunately not able to race with anyone, but did gain a few spots by the end of the race. And that's your results from the NAPA 150. We're going to work on a Jesse Love interview. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. He's always really good about getting with us for interviews, so we'll see what we can do about that one, and just keep an eye out for that. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you got your notifications turned on. That way you know exactly when that interview comes out. So let's take a look at your point standings following this race, and oh boy have they jumbled, which is not a surprise as they were pretty tight after Sonoma, but they're even tighter now. Look at these point standings. Dean Thompson is your new points leader after 3 races, tied with Todd Souza. They have a 1-point lead over Cole Moore in 3rd and 2 points over Jesse Love in 4th. Then you've got Jake Drew and Trevor Huddleston, the Sunrise teammates, tied for 5th, 8 points back. 11 points back in 7th is PJ Pedroncelli. Joey East has made up some points. He's now minus 19 in 8th. And then you got Bridget Burgess and Bobby Hillis, 23 and 24 back at the back of the top 10. That top 4 is separated by 2 points. We're in for quite the ARCA West Championship battle this season. I know I've been hyping up the main ARCA battle between Corey Heim and Ty Gibbs. This right here, I think this is going to be better. We've got a lot of drivers here going for this championship, but we've even got a couple that you wouldn't really expect to be in this title fight. You got Todd Souza up here, still tied for the lead after 3 races. PJ Pedroncelli lost some points after this race, but he's still 11 points back in 7th. Very much within striking distance with the amount of races that we have remaining in this season. That entire top 7, maybe even the top 8 if Joey East can get on a roll, are very much in title contention right now, and I think we're going to have a really, really good championship battle going down to the wire in ARCA West. As we were talking about tonight, ARCA West is exciting. There's no other way to put it. This series, I don't know what it is, I don't know what they put in the water on the West Coast to make these races week in and week out as exciting as they are, but the West Series puts on a show, both on the track and in the point standings. I don't know what much more you could ask for. It's been phenomenal so far, and I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. But that's your point standings following the NAPA 150 from Irwindale, and I believe that will do it for us tonight on this ARCA Rewind show. I'm tired. This has been a long night. For context, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast, or in the Eastern time zone, by the time I'm getting this recorded. It always takes so long to get this official data from these races to be able to do this, and I'm gonna guess you're not going to be seeing this until at least 3 o'clock Eastern, if not 4, depending on how quickly I can get this edited. So it's a long night, and I've got the day job tomorrow, so I'm not going to take long to wrap this up tonight. Thank you as always to our Patreon supporter, Regional Manager William Holmes. Thank you as always for your support. It is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to be a patron of RNN, the link is down below in the description, patreon.com/racingnewsnow. It's not required by any means, but it is really appreciated when you want to support RNN in that way. But that's going to do it for us tonight on the ARCA Menard Series Rewind show. So at that, I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.